Welcome back, everybody, to the channel, and today the long-awaited World Cup predictions are finally here. We go. We're just going to do the group stage, and then I'll prepare the knockout round, which will probably come after the sub-20, probably tomorrow after. Or on Thursday after the sub-20 CONCACAF sub-20 championship, because Guatemala is still in it. We play Mexico, by the way. So and the United States plays Costa Rica for my American viewers. And without further ado, let's get into it. So we're going to start with Group A. We're going to go from the bottom to the top. Qatar with 0 points. Yeah, as a lot of people would agree with me, I don't think Qatar will do anything in this tournament. They're host for money, which is not bad since they have a lot of it. But like really, they didn't qualify by merit ever in any tournament. And even though that isn't really a relevant fact, it gets more relevant when Netherlands, Senegal, and Ecuador are all better. So Qatar will unfortunately get left behind, but better luck in another tournament. So next up you have Ecuador with 4 points, eliminated on goals. Ecuador is a solid team. They qualified as third, and yes, if you're a Chilean viewer, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why you guys wanted to cry to the Commonwealth, to this FIFA association. But anyway, Ecuador qualified as third after Brazil and Argentina, which is a great fact in its own right. And they're returning to the World Cup for the first time since 2014. But I don't think they'll do that well compared to the second place team I have here, which is Senegal, the champions of Africa, albeit with a lot of controversy because laser tags in Mohamed Salah's eye. Nonetheless, they have a solid team featured with Sadio Mane at forward, so a really good team. And I feel like they're going to be able to make way through this group. Then you have the leader and dictator of this group, the Netherlands. They have easily the best team. Netherlands did really good in the qualifiers. They did well. They started well and they finished well in the qualifiers, unlike some other teams that we will see later from UEFA. But they did really good. They have VVD defending that. VVD. They have. They have Delict. They have a lot of guys in that back front, and also they're a really solid team, easily the best of this group. So I have them winning getting all 3 games, winning 9 points. Senegal by goals with 4. Ecuador on losing those goals with 4, and Qatar with nothing. Then on Group B, you're going to start from the bottom as well. Iran. Iran has a really solid team. Nonetheless, give me 0 points. They're not doing anything. Iran, in 2018, they should have made the knockouts. They probably should have also won their group over Spain and Portugal. But give me this. That group was rigged. And for Spain and Portugal. And even then, Spain and Portugal weren't that good. They were not that good. Spain, as their reward for finishing first or second, I can't remember, lose to Russia in the first round, and Portugal also loses in the first round to Uruguay, who would eventually lose to champions France. More on France and Portugal, more on all those teams later. But Spain and Portugal, who qualified there, didn't really do that well in this tournament. Meanwhile, here, the U.S. has their golden generation, arguably their golden generation. England is England, and they should be doing good. Wales has Gareth Bale, who cares at least a little bit about the national team, but he'll probably find a way to play golf first. So they have a solid team. They usually compete in Asia, but still, give me 0 points. Then you have Wales, who, as mentioned before, Gareth Bale. They're going to go as far as Gareth Bale takes them in. He will be playing golf as much as he can over there in Qatar with some of the Qatari richest people. So, not really know what to expect of them. They won their qualifier by merit, beating Scotland, destroying Scotland, and beating Ukraine. Albeit Ukraine was an own goal. But anyway, then you have, and they have a solid team. Let's say. They could surprise me after all, but I don't see it, honestly. England at number 5 with 5 points. England. The reason I don't like England in this scenario is because, okay, let's see, they're riding a solid high in 2020. They won they finished second in the Euros behind Italy, and Italy, who didn't even make this cup, but that is one of the reasons to why Continental Cup shouldn't decide anything, shouldn't prove anything. But England, they did well. They did okay, and then they won their group quite convincing, as does every other supposed to be good team. And then, oh my goodness, they lose 4-0 to Hungary at home. 4-0. So Hungary beat them 1-0 in Budapest. Well, and then technically they played in Wolves instead of Wembley, but 4-0. They sweep England. And England plays too defensively as well. So, and England, really, many people want Gareth Southgate gone. They have no vision whatsoever. Harry Maguire is a star in England, should tell you a lot. Harry Kane is your penalty kick specialist, but he's pretty old. He's getting old. I don't know how much he can carry. I don't know how much he can carry for England, but it's not looking pretty. It's not. And especially compared to the United States, who have first. Yes, kind of biased, I know. But they have their best generation in years. They have Christian Pulisic, who's the star forward, who's a star forward for the team, and a pretty good forward at Chelsea. Winston McKennie is good for Juventus, albeit Juventus in a transition period as they no longer command the Serie A. Serginho Dest didn't really develop at Barcelona because of injuries, but he's still more or less was okay. You know, he plays for them after all. Yeah, and a bunch of other players. You have Matt Turner, who's going to Arsenal. Sacks 7 the back of his Manchester City. Of a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys in the U.S. and they're a young, interesting team, I have to say. They're more likely to succeed in the 2026 Cup, though, when they have more experience, probably in their primes. So I might as well be wrong in this one. But that is going to wrap up Groups A and B. Now we're going to go to C and D.